Angry guy here, and married Filipino women with kids are robbing passport kings looking for love. So we're going to go ahead and just jump right into this comment from a subscriber. They say, facts. I remember when I went to the Philippines and came back to California. I told my best friend, who is Filipino, that I might have found the right one. My friend, who is normally outgoing and silly, got real serious and told me not to trust a Filipina girl. He himself, Filipino, got played by one he tried to bring to the United States. He helped her get her papers, and she already had another man waiting. Getting back to me, sure enough, he was right about this girl I was seeing, as I have friends in Angeles City where she lived, and when I talked to them, they said she was cheating. Oh my. They cheat and lie. Big time. Other Filipina girl who was beautiful I was talking to told me she had no children. I believed her until I got a message on Facebook Messenger that this chick was married to him and that they had 5 kids. It was her husband. He sent photos and proof. Just be careful and do your homework. Angry guy is 100% right. Guys, I'm always warning you. I am always warning you that it's not that foreign women are better than Western women. All right. If anything, they're just more crafty. Western women, they get furious when you say, "What do you bring to the table?" Even though they're very comfortable to ask you, "How much money do you make? What's your net worth? How much money do you have in the bank? What's in your 401k?" You know, they'll ask you what you bring to the table, but don't ever ask them what they bring to the table because that would be extremely rude, right? And any man with any common sense would never think of doing such a thing. On the other hand, guys go overseas and they think they're getting this great deal with the Filipina, right? And they don't realize that she is crafty. She knows what she's doing. She is more seasoned when it comes to competition. So she's looking for the best deal possible. Guys, you go to the Philippines, you'll get yourself a girl that was living in a pig shed with her parents. And you think that you're going to go over there and rescue her from poverty, and you don't realize that this, and she's going to be so grateful for it. You don't realize she has another man already. She has another man already. I keep on saying this to men. She will never love you. You go over there, and it's not just the Philippines, it's other countries, any other country with foreign women, and they make you so comfortable, and you're like, oh my gosh, she's so cool. I watch Back to the Future with her. And you suddenly start thinking that she's different from other girls. You don't realize that what you're doing is you're getting comfortable and you're being completely tricked into believing that she actually cares about you and that she's just a normal person, versus women in Western society who are just, all about getting their money and the utility for men. No, this one's different, guys. It's not true. What women are supposed to be like is women are supposed to be chill. They're supposed to be people that you can just hang out with. But you have to understand that a woman spending time with you, she thinks that her sitting there and watching Back to the Future with you is a gift to you. She believes that her very presence, is valuable. I don't think you guys comprehend this. She puts a price on spending time with you. That's her utility. Her utility is spending time with you. Her utility is her presence, not what she can do for you, not cooking, cleaning. These, her utility is her presence. This is the way that every woman thinks. The only difference is that with these ladies overseas, they cook, they clean. That is just simply a part of their utility. But they still believe that falls under the presence aspect because they are still present. A woman believes that her very presence is her value. And a lot of men won't wake up and understand this because they fall in love so easily. By the way, guys, if you're enjoying my content, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications to never miss another video again, and like the video because it tells YouTube you're enjoying the content and you want to see more of it. So YouTube will show you more of it. I mean, guys, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's sad. I think I would use the word sadistic. What we're seeing here, a lot of guys won't learn. And they come up with all this other stuff. I've just been blocking them from the channel, to be honest with you. It's okay to have an opinion, but you got some of these guys, it's like it goes against their brains. They cannot accept it. When I say, dude, she does not actually love you. She's still a woman. All right, she's a human being. She's still a woman. She's not better than a woman from Western society. All right, she just has a different way of going about survival. The only reason why a woman from the Philippines, the only reason why the center of her life is her family is because that's her best means at survival. That's what she's taught in her culture. Okay? Just because she's family orientated and family focused doesn't mean that she loves you, doesn't mean that she would never leave you, doesn't mean that she even values what you can do for her. And you have to understand, when you go over to this country, you are like a millionaire over there. You're like a millionaire over there. Okay? $36,000 in disposable yearly income is more like $360,000 in disposable yearly income in a place like the Philippines, in a place like Thailand, in a place like Laos, in these Southeast Asian countries. And a lot of these dudes just won't wake up. And they get furious with me. How dare you? Because they won't accept it. And it's like it just, and then you know what's funny? Then they go on the run. Because like it's like I look at these guys like they're like, oh, you're such a rat. You're such a rat. You know, and it's like they have these big stupid grins on their faces because they get screwed over. They end up in divorce, they end up losing $20,000, $30,000, $100,000. And then they're like running to save their backs, try to give the skin off their backs. And like, it's like, dude, you did this. And then they want to come around and act like friendly again. Like, it's like, dude, it's like, you're a simp. You're a simp, man. And why are you even here? And the worst part is they have nowhere else to go. So they return right back to the manosphere and they have those same toxic ideas. And it's like they present themselves as victims. It's like, she did this to me. No, dude, you're a simp. You were told not to do this. You came after guys like me who told you not to do this, who told you about female nature and who said to you, stop putting these women on a pedestal. Stop saying that they are better than the women in your country. They are not better. They are still women. They just have a different way of going about what they want. And if you keep on doing this, they're not going to correct you. They're going to literally say, yes, you're absolutely right. We are so wonderful. We are spicy and we can cook and we can clean and we are brilliant and all this other stuff. And we are family orientated. What they're really doing is they're trying to get men to believe that they are better when it comes to being marriageable, but in reality, it's not so. Don't get me wrong. There's a lot of guys who, they married one of these women. They got a lot of utility out of the marriage compared to a woman in Western society. But it's kind of ridiculous to say, oh, well, yeah, I did get a lot of utility out of it. But dude, you're not supposed to get into a marriage where this is just going to become the norm. Like, okay, well, I'm just going to enjoy it while it lasts. And, when I get screwed in the end, as long as I get out with something, I'll be all right. Are you insane? Don't get married in the first place. There are other guys saying, well, okay, so you know what? Now I'll never go to the Philippines. I'm just going to focus on Latinas. Latinas are, oh my gosh, these women are so skilled in the dating market. It's ridiculous. It's like you still haven't learned your lesson yet. I told you that the women in your country and the women in foreign countries, all right, are no better than the women in your country. And now you're thinking, okay, well, the Philippines is off the limit. It's not a good idea. So I'll try somewhere in Latin America. You're probably better off in the Philippines if you have that mindset, because these Latinas, they are very versed in dating and relationships. They'll also tell you what you want to hear. All right, they'll give it to you very quickly because they know that you're the prize, and they'll lock you in, and then they'll take what you have. And you also have to be very, very careful depending on the country you go to and where you go in those countries, because that's not your country. Don't get me wrong. You need to do the passport bro thing, travel around the world, meet different women, sow your oats. But be mindful and stop thinking that these women are better than these other women. They're not. If you were to go to the Philippines right now, I've said this already, and public assistance became a thing, the welfare state became a thing, and these women no longer needed men to survive because they had big daddy government, and the government was reallocating wealth and resources from men to provide for women, and women would be bailed out of every bad decision that they make, like in Western society. Guys, overnight the Philippines would transform. Overnight. It would not take 20 years. It would not take 10 years. Guys, I'm talking about overnight. Instantly. You would watch all of these Filipinas kicking out the foreigners, getting rid of their husbands, literally just, oh, no, thank you, goodbye. You are the weakest link. It would be instantaneous like that. Right now, they're working to introduce divorce into the Philippines, and it's going to wreak havoc. It's going to wreak havoc in the country. And unfortunately, a lot of these men are going to still go to the Philippines thinking that they're going to be the exception, not the standard, and they're going to go over there and get married. It's going to continue on for years until finally some guys learn their lessons and say, you know what, men, we need to stop doing this. And little by little, it'll stop. But it's going to continue on for years. Even as divorce, creates, starts to create a lot of problems for foreigners in the Philippines, and they start losing their assets and wealth and resources, and it's a miserable outcome. It won't matter because it's going to be like flies on honey. They're going to just keep on going because these guys cannot listen. You have to remember, the manosphere is rife with simps. There's just so many simps here. I have the passport bro blueprint coming out for you guys very soon. I've been working on it. And that's going to tell you how to travel around the world. It's going to give you legal advice. It's going to give you travel. You're going to have everything you need so that you can save money. You can be protected. And also you'll know how to deal with these women, where to go to find a woman, what to expect, how to get in, how to get out. It'll help. It's going to help you to do what you need to do. All right. Me personally, I'm not going to tell you to get married. Okay. I'll give you the warnings on why you should not do that. If you choose to do that, I will give you some provisions there, but I'm telling you right off the bat not to do it. Do not do it. All right. Why would you pay for it when you can get the milk for free? That doesn't make, why would you buy the cow when you can get the milk for free? That doesn't make any sense. When you go to the Philippines, you're the catch. You don't have to marry them. You do not have to marry any of them. If you want kids, you can have kids with them. Do keep in mind that it could lead to, it's going to lead to child support. It won't be as much as it is in the United States, although they're working to make it that way. They're absolutely working in these countries right now to make it that way. So whatever you would have to pay in child support in the United States, you'll have to pay in child support in the Philippines. Trust me, they're absolutely doing that, and for the Philippines and other countries. So the truth of the matter is, for the future for the passport kings is really going overseas, finding your peace overseas, dating overseas, enjoying your time with lovely ladies overseas, but not marrying them. And if you want to have children with them, just know that there are also consequences. Don't think that you're going to escape the consequences by having children with a woman in another country and then running away to your country, because there's this thing, I don't remember the name of it, but it's a deal that they have that with the United States and other countries, where they can basically seek child support and get that child support, and that child support will be sent over to those countries. They do that in Japan, and they do that, and now, and I think the Philippines just joined that. So you're gonna have, so these Filipinas will be living large off you. They will be living large off you, collecting large amounts of child support off you. They won't be collecting like $200 a month, or $300 a month. They'll be collecting more, like, if you're making $50,000 a year, they're going to be collecting $1,000 a month off you, or more, $1,500 a month off you. Like, you really need to wake up and know what you're getting into, because so many guys just don't listen. It's like children, and then they want to, like, they want to get stomp their feet and get furious. One of the things you have to be very careful with is also meeting women on these dating platforms, because they are rife to set you up. They are absolutely rife to set you up. You don't even know if you're being catfished, even if it's a verified profile. It doesn't matter. She'll say she doesn't have kids. Like you see there, she has tons of kids. She's married. She has a husband. And if the husband doesn't reach out to you and let you know what's going on, a lot of the time you will never know. I want to know your thoughts regarding this, guys. If you agree with the things that I've said here in this video, you know, because married Filipino women with kids are robbing passport kings looking for love. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Like the video if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you like the video, share the video. And just remember that all roads lead to MWA, men walking away. And cheers.